The Caymas difference is that it is an Earl Bentz boat. It features a hand-laid hull as opposed to a hand-sprayed hull that's used by many of our competitors. This boat features the Viper One touch screen, smart controls, and even has cameras in the live wells. At 21 feet 4 inches, this boat flies, while keeping its precious cargo, you, safe and dry in rough water. This is a fully loaded promotional boat. It's used at boat shows and special events. This means that the boat is available at a special promotional price. If you're interested, send me a DM on Instagram at Bass2Anglers Podcast. Here's something new and exciting. Dual threat fishing is coming to the tournament world with a new kind of high-stakes bass tournament. Dual Threat is offering a professional level team circuit for the 2026 season, and when I say professional level, these guys are swinging for the fences. The end of the season championship is going to pay $250,000 for first place, $100,000 for second place, $50,000 for third, on down to $13,000 for 20th place. There are 6 regular season tour events that pay $100,000 for first place, $20,000 for second place, on down to $7,500 for 25th place. Entry fees for these events are $5,000 per event. Do the math. There's 6 events. That's a $30,000 commitment. So again, the stakes are high, but so is the investment. The Dual Threat Fishing Series will cap their event at 100 teams per event. They're not going to allow A-rigs. But Dual Threat is a tech-friendly organization and will allow unrestricted use of forward-facing sonar. Excellent marketing there, because you know Randy will be criticizing them very soon in an upcoming video. Teams are required to record their entire day of fishing. I wonder if Dual Threat Fishing will allow anglers to live stream their events. That would be something. I've mentioned many times how much I enjoy watching anglers when they live stream their fishing days. I wonder if Dual Threat will allow that. That would be pretty cool if they did. The Dual Threat Tour will be a true pro-style tour schedule with stops in Florida in January at Okeechobee and the St. Johns River, an early March date at Oklahoma's Lake Eufaula, a late April stop at Guntersville in Alabama, a late May stop at Tennessee's Watts Bar Lake, and a late June visit to the Mississippi River out of La Crosse, Wisconsin. Very interesting. Now, those kinds of dollars. I mean, those are big dollars, and I'm sure lots of people will want to compete for those kind of dollars. I do wonder if Dual Threat is going to be able to find enough teams that are willing and able to invest $30,000 for the buy-in to this tour. That remains to be seen. I know there's an angler demographic out there willing to gamble that kind of money on their fishing performance. But I also know that that angler demographic is limited. I took a deep dive on the one group that I know is willing to take that gamble, the Pro Tour anglers. So I've taken the schedules for the Dual Threat Tour and cross-referenced them with Major League Fishing's Bass Pro Tour, the BASS Elite Series, and the NPFL. Here's what I found. So the first Dual Threat fishing event is January 21st through 23rd at Lake Okeechobee. Scanning the Bassmaster, the Bass Pro Tour, and the NPFL schedules, you see that there really are no conflicts. There is a slight conflict in that Stage 1 of the Bass Pro Tour is at Guntersville, January 15th through 18th. But really, that's not a conflict. You could fish that event and shoot on down to Lake Okeechobee for a January 21st through 23rd event. So far, so good. The second Dual Threat event is January 29th through 31st at the St. Johns River. And looking at the 3 different pro tours, I see no conflicts. Again, so far, so good. No conflicts there. The third event for the Dual Threat Fishing Tour is March 5th through 7th at Oklahoma's Lake Eufaula. And I see there that there is a direct conflict. If there were Bass Pro Tour anglers that were looking to be involved, that would be a direct conflict. Also, it appears that the NPFL, as of this recording, has not set their date for March, but they do have a March date on their schedule. So that's kind of up in the air there. The fourth stop for the Dual Threat Team Series is April 25th through 27th at Lake Guntersville. Looking at the tours, no conflicts with Bassmaster, no conflicts with Major League Fishing. There is a conflict with the NPFL as they have their second event of the season taking place at Wright-Patman Lake in Texas. So there's a conflict there. The fifth event of the Dual Threat Tour Series is May 28th through 30th at Watts Bar. And again, looking at the three schedules, I see no conflicts. So there's no conflicts there. And finally, the last event for the Dual Threat Series, June 26th through 28th at the Mississippi River. That conflicts directly with an NPFL event. But other than that, there are no conflicts. Upon first glance, it seems like the BASS Elite Series pros could team up and fish the dual threat events, as there are no conflicts with the BASS Elite Series. This could be pretty cool. I could think of quite a few combos that I would like to see fished together. As of this recording, we have at least one fishing superstar committed to fish the Dual Threat Team Series. Scott Martin and his daughter Hillary Sue have announced that they are all in for this tour for the upcoming season. Additionally, I've spoken to a couple of other pros who've asked not to be named and that they are seriously considering jumping into this new team trail. Obviously, this is a developing story. How will Dual Threats fishing attempt to break into the world of big-time tournaments go? Leave a comment. I'd love to hear what you think about this. Introducing Ducket Fishing's Sway Minnow System. Not just a bait, an entire fishing system. Perfectly balanced jig heads in several fish catching sizes, matched up with the most realistic looking winged minnow baits that you've ever seen. With multiple size baits and jig head weights, you'll be able to figure out the perfect presentation. Check out the Ducket Fishing Sway Minnow System by going to ducketfishing.com. I'm Keith Neiswanger. This is the Bass Tour Anglers Podcast. Please remember to like and subscribe. If you'd like to reach us, please send us a direct message on Instagram at Bass Tour Anglers Podcast. Take care. Be safe. We'll talk to you next time.